Alright, welcome back to Operation Tirpitz. This is the German turn, the 8th turn, January of 1940. Um, I have no housekeeping to announce, so let's just get straight into it. I've already rolled the tech off screen using the Dice Maiden bot, and the results are following. Miss with advanced mech infantry, hit with a 10 for improved factories. So improved factories is actually complete now. 9, so I'm a hit for heavy armor, bringing it to stage 3, and a miss with a 5 on advanced submarines. For my buys, I'm buying one strategic bomber for 12 IPPs. Um, 2 airborne infantry for 6 IPPs. 1 submarine for 6. And 3 militia for 6. And 2 coastal guns for 6. There. And that's all my buys. I'm saving the remaining. That's not right. I'll do the math later. I'll make sure this is correct before I send the file over, but I'm just gonna move on. Okay. Combat movement. I'm declaring the artillery and mountain infantry in Western Germany are boarding the transport. One of the 2 transports that are in port here. And taking a ride up to 1, 2, 3 to northern Norway and amphibiously assaulting northern Norway. One of my strategic bombers and my transport plane are attacking northern or southern Norway with 2 airborne and a fighter is joining in that assault. One strategic bomber is flying to southern England and strat bombing the port or the shipyard in southern England. And of course, I expect that Seb will want to scramble into that, which he's allowed to do. Once all of the combats have been declared, I'm going to roll as though he scrambled into southern England. But if that's not what you want to do, then just let me know and we can just let my bomber go through. Moving on. From Western Germany, the remaining 2 infantry and the Blue Division, and from Belgium, both infantry, are attacking the Netherlands, as well as a tactical bomber and a fighter from Western Germany. Simultaneously, my battle cruiser and coastal defense ship are moving into A10. with seaplane. The destroyer and the TB destroyer are attacking A-23 with a fighter from Western Germany. And those attacks are being declared on the neutral Dutch and Norwegian ships before they switch over to the British. Also, everything in Eastern Germany, West Poland, and Dolnoslawski, however you pronounce it, is attacking Warsaw with the fighter from Hungary. And that is all of the combat moves. I'll do some more naval combat. The submarine in A-20 is joining the submarines in A-28 and attacking the destroyer in A-27 that's on escort duty. The American just sits by. I'm not attacking him. He's not at war with us. He's not allowed to declare war to defend his brothers. So he just has to watch the fight. I think I just deleted my submarines. So there's going to be a combat there, no raiding. My submarine in M4 is moving into M8 and raiding. My submarine in A50 is moving into A53 and raiding. And the two that's a non-combat. I'll deal with them later. All right. Let's roll for the combats. I'll start with Poland. So the militia defend at 3 and have target select. So it's 2 militia, 2 infantry, and a cavalry. Nope. 2 militia, 2 infantry. Those should have target select. We'll have to note if when those hit whether or not they have a 1. And a cavalry. Versus 4 infantry with an artillery, a cavalry, a mech infantry, and a fighter. Artillery, mechanized infantry, cavalry, fighter, and one of these infantry should be upgraded as well. Alright, that's all. One of these artillery should roll first for first strike, so that missed. So all of these get to roll. I did also accidentally roll this one. I'm going to keep the result because it was rolled. Alright, let's roll the rest. 1 hit for the Polish, and 1 hit for the Germans. So the Poles will lose a cavalry because it's the weakest defender. And I will lose an infantry. Round 2, wow, devastating for both teams. So unfortunately, that is going to be my mechanized infantry dead with 2 target selects. Uh, and it should kill my cavalry too. That's another target select. So those two are dead. Another hit kills infantry. And two militia and an infantry are dead. And this is for the next round. I'll press. Nothing happens. Next round. Wow, nothing happens. Next round. There, finally. And the Polish finally are defeated. Well, I suppose these are British now, not Polish. Alright, next combat is going to be for northern Norway. One militia defending, one mountain infantry attacking, so he won't have the -1 penalty for the mountains. Um, and artillery won't participate in the first round. One militia defending, so currently it's just one mountain infantry attacking. No hits, so the artillery comes in. The artillery hits at 3 but is reduced to a 2 for the mountains. But now the mountain infantry is upgraded to a 3 for the artillery bonus. So for round 2, all misses. Round 3, all misses. Round 4, all misses. Round 5, round 6, round 7, round 8, round 9. Going on 10 rounds. How long can we go? 11 rounds, wow, okay. And finally. Southern England, we have two airborne attacking Southern England. They're attacking at 2 because they're in the mountains, and a fighter assisting them versus an infantry. Both teams got a hit, so one airborne is dead, and so is the infantry, so that combat is concluded. That's all of the land combat completed. So the British go down 1 IPC for losing Warsaw. The Germans go up 1 for Warsaw, 1 for southern Norway, and 1 for northern Norway, as well as completing the northern Norway objective. Alright. For the naval combats, first we'll roll for A10. So it's a coastal defense ship and a TB destroyer versus a battle cruiser, a coastal defense ship, and a seaplane. I didn't say what I was doing with those. That's a non-combat. Okay. 6 and 2, 7, 4, and nothing. Round one. All hits. Um, wow, what an incredible roll. The combat is over, though. I'm going to take the hits on the seaplane and the coastal defense ship. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Round for A23, that's a TB destroyer and a destroyer. So 2, 4 versus 2, 6. Okay. All right. Round one. One hit for the defenders. I'll take the hit on the TB destroyer. Press. One hit for each. I'll take a hit on the destroyer and retreat. That's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh well. These small navies have really done a number on me. Oh, no. One of those goes British. That's a coastal defense ship. So I'll just replace it now with British. Oh, boy. Okay, I did forget about the Netherlands. So let's continue with the more ground combat, I guess. 2 of these infantry are crossing a river. 3 are not. Versus 3 infantry and a militia. Three infantry and a militia versus a fighter, a tactical bomber, 3 infantry that aren't crossing a river, and 2 infantry that are. Round one. One hit for the defenders, one hit for the attackers. So we'll lose a militia and an infantry. And the other militia infantry from Belgium is going to lose their river penalty. Press. Round two. No hits across the board. Round three. One hit for the defender, one hit for the attackers. Okay, just take another hit on the infantry. Press. That's it. And so 3 infantry remain. One of those is going to be the blue division. Because they're special. Alright. There's going to be combat in A27. 3 submarines versus 1 destroyer. Submarines versus 1 destroyer. A hit on both sides. Okay, so the destroyer's down, and so is one of the submarines. Um, all right, so we'll continue with the rating in M8. Left is my submarine, right is the convoy. So just 2 damage. And in A53, those dice. 1 damage. Oh boy. So just 3 damage total across the entire empire. So just bringing the British down to 30. Alright, moving on. I believe that's all of my combats finished. So it's time for non-combat moves. Oh, I forgot to roll for strategic bombing. First, if he scrambles into it, there will be an interception round of combat, just 1 round of combat where his fighter rolls at a reduced interception value of 3, and my strategic bomber rolls at interception value of 1. So there should be only 1 round of combat of that, though. Both missed. Oh boy. Okay. Um. So the bomber gets through and does 1d6 of damage, 2d6 of damage. Medium bombers just do 1. 7 damage in total. I believe 5 is the maximum for a major shipyard. Maximum damage, major shipyards, 5. Yes. Um, and then the bomber gets a, or the facility gets a AAA roll against the bomber, and it misses. The bomber does get to fly back home. Okay, that's the end of the combats. So for non-combats, the strategic bomber is flying back to Western Germany. All my aircraft from Norway are going to Western Germany. Um, the fighter that flew into A23 is retreating to A11. Um, his range is 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll land in Bavaria. And the aircraft from the Netherlands are also landing in Western Germany. Okay. For more non-combats, an infantry is moving from Denmark into Western Germany. 2 infantry are railing from Bavaria to Paris. One blue division is railing from Berlin to Picardy. All of my mobile ground units in Bavaria are driving into Slovakia. And I believe I'll move these submarines into A-15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, and that's going to be all of my non-combat movement as well. That didn't go well for my navy at all. Um, okay, for the place units phase, first, the militia. One is being. I'll just carry all this right now. One militia is being placed in Belgium. One militia is being placed in Dolnoslavsky, and the last in Slovakia. Um, both airborne and the strategic bomber are being placed in Western Germany. And the submarine is being placed in A-11. Both coastal artillery are being placed in Picardy. So now, any British attempting to cross this narrow crossing have to get shot at by my coastal artillery as they pass. Moving on. At the end of the turn, because of the Spanish Civil War, I get a new blue division in Berlin, and this is the first turn I've got it. Festung Europa. I have at least one unit in all of the Atlantic Wall territories. So I'm placing an additional coastal artillery in Picardy, A-22. So that's 3 of them. Okay. Right. Annexation. I didn't deal with the Netherlands income, so I gained 2. Annexation. I'm annexing Romania. As far as I can tell, there's nothing prohibiting that. So the fighter that took combat in Warsaw is landing in West Poland. Okay. Now, recruit roles. Have the die over here. Whatever. I'll copy this one. First, I'll do Vichy France. Hit on 2 or less. That's a miss. And then for Spain is a 6 or less. Miss. Okay. Okay. Collect income. I have 2 more for Romania. So I have 52 income from my empire with 5 bonus wartime income. Um, which I had calculated brings my income to 91, but I appear to have made an error with the income, so I'm going to go back through everything and make sure it's all correct and send that value as well as the link to the video. So I'll deal with that momentarily, not waste your time with it. But also, simultaneous to the end of my turn, Britain gains control of the Dutch East Indies, which I believe outright go to the control of Great Britain, if I'm not mistaken, and not Feck or Anzac. But I need to read up on that as well. So I'm going to defer that to the next video as well, um, just to save on time. And that's the end, I guess, of this one. Sorry, it's a bit messy.